In Chapter 27 of Ninja Selling, the Ninja 9 daily habits are introduced, and one of the 5 daily habits is writing 2 personal notes every day. That's the framework. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I execute this habit using PulsePoint HQ and how tracking it inside your contacts makes the whole process faster and easier to maintain over time. My personal approach to writing 2 notes a day starts with birthdays, wedding anniversaries, and home anniversaries. These give me a built-in reason to reach out and a natural way to start the card. Here's how I do it inside PulsePoint HQ. From your contacts page, open the filter options and filter by birthday. Because I'm sending a physical card and want it to arrive on time, I look 1 week ahead. So if today is July 9th, I'm filtering to July 16th and leaving the year blank. This reveals every household with a birthday on that date. Let's say I can see that Charles Ramirez has a birthday on July 16th. I prepare his card, address it, and get it ready to mail. Open his contact record, scroll to notes, and add a quick note. Sent birthday card to Charles Ramirez. Save it. It's now date and time stamped in his contact history, so I always have a record of when I last reached out. Close that contact, go back to your filter, keep July 16th selected, and switch from birthday to wedding anniversary. This reveals any contacts with a wedding anniversary on the same date. Deborah and Richard Wright have their anniversary on July 16th. Prepare their card, congratulating them on another year together. Add a note to their contact record and save. Then switch the filter to home anniversary and repeat the process for anyone celebrating a home anniversary on that date. Looks like we've got Sarah and Michael. Let's go ahead and get a card out to them as well and add a note. One thing worth mentioning, if you're preparing cards on a Friday, go ahead and check Saturday and Sunday for birthdays and anniversaries as well, and prep any cards for those days at the same time. That way, nothing slips through over the weekend. If after working through birthdays, wedding, and home anniversaries, you've hit your 2 personal notes for the day, you're done. Move on. However, there will be days where the milestone dates don't give you 2 notes to write. Maybe there are no birthdays or anniversaries that day, or maybe only 1. That's when I go back to my live flow conversations and F.O.R.D notes. Think back over the last day or 2. Who did you talk to and what has happened in their life? What happened in your business? This will help you to identify reasons to write a card. And Ninja Selling gives you the perfect starting point. The book puts it simply by saying, writing notes is easy. There are 3 magic phrases you can use to start your notes. Thank you, congratulations, and I was just thinking of you. Starting your notes with one of these 3 phrases and you are off and running. I received a referral yesterday from a past client. That's like an immediate thank you card. In my contacts, I clear any active filters and type in the name of the person that sent that referral. Let's say Dennis. I open his contact, scroll to notes, and I can already see the note I added when that referral came in. Now I prepare a thank you card, send it, and add a note. Sent thank you card for the referral to coworker. Save it, and done. The same goes for any other reason you might reach out. Someone you haven't been able to catch on the phone or someone going through a tough time. Send an I was just thinking of you card. Someone who just started a new job or retired, send a congratulations note. You can never send too many cards. In my experience, people are genuinely moved when someone takes the time to think of them. I've had multiple clients tell me that they've never received a wedding anniversary card from anyone other than their spouse and me. It stands out. Personal notes, they matter. Every time you send a personal note, whether it's a birthday card, a thank you card, or any other type, I highly recommend that you add a quick note to that contact's record in PulsePoint HQ. Keep it simple. Send a birthday card or send a thank you note. It takes 10 seconds and gives you a running history of every personal touch you've made with that contact over time. And if you ever forget whether you've already sent a card to that person or not, just pull up their contact record and check their notes. You'll see exactly when you last reached out in this way. 2 personal notes a day. That's the habit. Some days they come from birthdays and anniversaries. Some days they come from your live flow conversations and F.O.R.D notes. Either way, PulsePoint HQ gives you the tools to find out who needs a card, send it, and record that you did all in one place. The goal here is consistency, and when your contacts start hearing from you regularly in a personal, thoughtful way, that's when your database starts to feel the difference between you and some other real estate agent. Now, just think of this. In our last video talking about autoflow, we outlined how PulsePoint HQ helps you get consistent with 24 postcards and 12 or more emails a year, which brought us to 36 autoflow touches to each household in your database every year. Just adding in birthdays and anniversary cards, and you are now at about 38 to 40 touches a year. If you got all the info you need on how to track your personal note sending in PulsePoint HQ, you can go to the next video now. However, if you want to nerd out with me as I share a few more tips on how I streamline the personal note process, keep watching. We're talking note templates and both physical and digital card options that can be delegated to an assistant. Let's start with templates. I'd like to address something that trips a lot of people up, the freeze moment. You sit down to write a card and suddenly you can't think of what to say. Here's what I do. I keep pre-written templates for each card type, a his birthday template, a her birthday template, as well as wedding and home anniversary templates. When I sit down to write cards, I'm not staring at a blank card wondering what to write. I pull up my templates, write it out, and personalize it if something comes to mind and move on so this doesn't start consuming too much of my brain power. I really recommend separate templates for his and her birthday so that when you are sending cards to both people in a household, they're not reading identical birthday messages. Now, for card sending options, I'm bringing this up for several reasons. I want you to know about both physical and digital card options that can be done from your computer, which is great if you're delegating this task to an assistant. Also, if you are tight on your budget, digital cards can be a bit more cost-effective if necessary. Here are a few tools worth knowing about. Cardly sends physical cards. Check out their business membership as the pricing drops significantly. You prep the card online and they mail it as a physical card. Send out cards. This is the one that I've used the most. What I love about them is they offer both physical and digital cards. Physical cards go to everyone I have a mailing address on file for, and if I don't have an address, I can create a digital version and text the link to the card instead. They also allow you to add photos to the card, like a closing photo, a picture pulled from social media. And I've had clients tell me how much they loved receiving a card with a photo of their family on it. It was just really special. American Greetings. They're a very affordable digital card option at around $36 a year. Not the most impressive card selection, but if budget is the priority and you just need a simple, reliable way to send digital cards, it gets the job done. Evite Pro, I think mostly known for their event invitations, but they now offer greeting cards as well. At around $250 a year, you get unlimited invitations and unlimited greeting cards. If you're also doing client events, this is a great 2-for-1 option. Their digital greeting cards can even be scheduled to send automatically on a future date, which is really nice if you want to prepare and schedule that in advance. Paperless Post, they have beautiful digital cards. On the pricier side for e-cards, but the design quality is noticeably higher if that matters to you. If you want to send digital greeting cards on the same day of someone's birthday or wedding anniversary, you can skip the contacts filter in PulsePoint HQ and go straight to your dashboard. Within the sphere of influence section, you'll easily see how many households have either a birthday, wedding, or home anniversary today. Just click the button and it takes you straight there. If you have a remote assistant, any of these digital or online physical card tools make it easy for you to delegate the card sending process entirely. You can even choose the specific card design you want to use for each card type. Provide your assistant with your pre-written templates for each type of note, and they can prepare and send birthday, anniversary, and home anniversary cards on your behalf. This keeps your personal notes going out consistently, even when you're slammed. That's it. I'll see you in the next video.